Welcome to the video. I'll be simply explaining the visual triggers which you can see in here. The color trigger, pulse trigger, alpha trigger, animate trigger, and gradient. Let's start with the color trigger. Color trigger can change the background, the ground, line, object, etc. If I want to change the background to a certain color, let's say to green, in half a second, it's gonna turn green in half a second. We can also change the opacity, and it also works for the color IDs. The color ID is ID of a certain block or object. Let's say the spike has a color ID 2. I don't know, it's green. And I want to change it to blue. So I put the color ID in here, and it's gonna turn blue. Then we've got the pulse trigger, which does the same, like with the color ID or with the background, ground, etc. But it can also work for a group. If I place to this spike a group, let's say 1, I can change the color throughout the group. So for 1 second, it's gonna be red. Pulse trigger isn't permanent, it's temporary. So this means how long it's gonna take to get to this color, like fade in. This is how long it's gonna hold the color, and this is how long it's gonna take to fade out the color, as you could see. It's usually used for effects like with the background, like pulsing it. Then we've got the alpha trigger. Alpha trigger can hide or show objects. Let's say this spike has the group ID 1 and I want to hide it. So I'm going to put the group ID here and change its opacity to 0. It's hidden. If you put anything at the start and the fade time to 0, no matter where I'm going to start, it's always going to be invisible. Yeah, it only hides, it doesn't like get away the spike. You can also hide it and then show it later. Then we've got the animate trigger. The animate trigger triggers the animation of the object. Like, for example, this one, let's say. I want to animate this at a certain time, let's say in here. So now I need to change its properties. If you want to animate it, you need to use this and then the animate trigger. But I'm gonna explain what this other stuff is. This means that when it's animating, there's a different like delay between each animation. This means it's gonna be always the fastest as it possibly can. This is that it's gonna use the speed, so I can double the speed or slow it down or even reverse. Then we can make it like only a single frame. So this is the first frame, second frame, third frame, fourth frame, etc. Now I'm gonna put this and I'm gonna give it a group, let's say 2. Now this animate trigger, I'm gonna put the group here, and this is my first animation, so the animation's ID is gonna be 1. So I'm gonna put this here, so after I jump, it's gonna activate. Boom. See, it animated, and it can also animate it as many times as you need. Now we've got the gradient trigger. Gradient trigger has 2 colors, the base and the detail. We can set the colors to different, let's say the green and let's say pink. Now we can see that the green is left and the pink is on the right. It's because the gradient is made like this. You can also rotate the gradient So the green is gonna be top and the pink is gonna be on the bottom. You can also make where it's gonna start, which is the down. If I put it on the spike, let's say a group 1, and then the group here as a down, it's gonna start from the center of the spike. We can also put a top on it as a up. So this chain can have the group 2, and it's gonna be the top, the center of it. Then you can also make the left. So this is also gonna be the left. So 1, and this little guy in here is gonna have the group ID 3, and it's gonna be the right. Now this is like a object that can change the color. You can also put it on top or even above the ground. And there's also a vertex mode. Vertex mode does what it does. Let's say we can change the bottom left, bottom right, top left, and top right. It's like we're picking the corners. So this spike is gonna be the bottom left. This one's gonna be, this chain is gonna be the top left. And this guy here, the 3, is gonna be the bottom right and the top right. You can move it to change the, like how it's gonna be placed, the coloring object. You can also delete this one, so it's not gonna like have the top left and top right as its corners. If I even delete this one, the spike is where it starts. You can also rotate this so it has different colors. And if I put it here, that's how this gradient works. So I hope it helped you. Thank you for watching.